Okay, so to challenge your brain essentially to be able to control your ranges of motion, we're going to do four very specific in a sequence exercises. So first will be passive range holds, which is just like what it sounds. You take whatever joint you're working into its passive range and then you hold it for time. We're looking for 10 to 15 seconds before progressing on to the next one. And you can do sets, you can do 2 or 3 sets for whatever you're working. After passive range holds will be passive range liftoffs. So in the first one, we're pulling into passive range and then we're holding it. The second one's more neurologically challenging because we're actually pulling with that specific joint into the range. And then third is end range rotational, which is also just what it sounds like. You're gonna go into your end range of whatever joint and you'll do, you can do tight circles, you can do them both directions. You're again looking for time, like 10 to 15 seconds each direction before progressing. And then the fourth one is, they're called hovers. So you're usually making some sort of target and then you're hovering over top of it. So that's also again more neurologically challenging because you're taking the joint through its end range instead of, I'll just use my finger. So this would be a lift off, right? Well, this will be a hold. This isn't one. Let's see, passive range hold. There. Passive range lift off, end range rotational, and then hovers like that. And then I can demonstrate hips for you. I'll do hip flexion because that's pretty easy. So first you can pull up into your active range here and then pull up into passive. And then you want to challenge yourself to hold there without any compensation. So when I let go, there might be lag, so I might come up to my full passive range and it might go like that. But you want to challenge it to stay exactly where it's at. You're going to radiate, keep everything tight, and then you want to hold that for 10 to 15 seconds. And then you can eccentrically lower very slowly. So that's a passive range hold for hip flexion. Let's see if you can still see me. Let me drop the camera down. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so passive range liftoff for hip flexion. You can irradiate, keep everything tight. You can do here, you can do here, and then you're going to do liftoffs. And then hold for time, eccentrically lower. And don't progress to these until you can easily do the holds for 10 to 15 seconds. So those are liftoffs. Then third was end range rotational. So again, I'm going to radiate and then I'm going to draw tiny circles, about 10 seconds each direction. And you want to keep them as smooth as possible. If they're pretty choppy, you might want to go back to doing passive range lifts off first. And then for the hovers, you can use yoga blocks. I'm using blocks right now to set the camera up so I can't move them. But let's just say I have this yoga mat as like a target. So you're going to radiate and then you're going to go through the full range of hip flexion, hovering over your target, obstacle, whatever you want to call it. So again, don't progress until the next phase until you can easily do the one before, because you don't want to overload the nervous system in that way. You want to do things in that progressive fashion. So I hope this is helpful. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.